What happened to Emirates' Boeing 727s? Emirates has had an incredibly diverse fleet of aircraft over its many years of operation, from smaller Boeing 737s to gigantic Airbus A380s. But not many people know that the airline also operated 3 Boeing 727s in its early days. What happened to these aircraft, and how were they essential in creating the airline we know and love today? Emirates was originally founded and backed, but not owned, by the government in March 1985 with help from Pakistan International Airlines. It began with the loan of 2 Boeing 727-200 advanced aircraft from the royal family's Dubai Air Wing, as well as a lease of a new 737-300 and Airbus A300 from PIA. The 200 series got an upgrade during its production to have a higher maximum weight with more powerful engines and was thus dubbed the Advanced. The aircraft would also have an increased range of 32% from 1,930 to 2,550 nautical miles, or 3,570 to 4,720 kilometers. It was from this production line that Emirates' first 727-200 advanced aircraft would be pulled. These aircraft were designed to carry 3 crew members in the cockpit: captain, first officer, and flight engineer, as well as a full complement of flight attendants and passengers. The cabin was configured for 2 classes with a total of 134 passengers. 20 passengers would sit in first class with 38 inches of pitch, and 114 passengers would be in economy with 34 inches of pitch, rather roomy compared to today. The aircraft would be used to fly daily services between Dubai and Karachi, with the first beginning on 25th of October 1985. From there, the 2 airframes would help establish a regional route network to destinations such as Sri Lanka, Amman, and Cairo. The aircraft would prove so popular that the airline would buy a third before the end of the 80s to support further expansion. However, the airline would only end up owning 3 Boeing 727s as they did not have the range to do long-haul international flights. Emirates would go on to open its first international route to London and begin to pivot from a regional airline to an international carrier. But what actually happened to the Boeing 727s in the end? Of the 3, A6EMC began as an aircraft with 3 different airlines before arriving at Emirates: Hapag-Lloyd, Tunisair, and Global International Airways. It started to work for Emirates in 1984 until 1994, where it was turned into a cargo carrier. It was retired completely and stored in 2011. A6EMB was originally bought by the Dubai government back in 1982 and only started with Emirates later in 1988. Emirates retired the airframe in 1995, where it was sold to Qatar as part of its cargo fleet. Then in 2001, it would be moved to DHL and work as a cargo plane again until moving to a third cargo carrier in 2012, where surprisingly it's still actively flying in the world. And A6EMA. This was the first of the Emirates 727s and joined the airline in 1985 from the Dubai Air Wing. It would go on to follow in EMB's footsteps and join Qatar as a cargo carrier, and then other cargo carriers, to still be flying today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the Simple Flying channel, and be sure to click the notification bell.